Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about Dragon Quest Dai no Daai Boken, which is on episode 87, or Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai on episode 87. This episode right here was actually nice. I'm looking forward to the next one. Hopefully, things will go nice. Okay, I'm being a little stupid here, but that aside, let's just get this going. We have to it that him is actually pummeling down Mr. Vern very badly. Although we get to see that Mr. Vern would eventually use his ultimate move would involve all of his dark aura into his hand and hit him. But him decides to sacrifice his arm and ends up punching Mr. Vern with aura knuckle whatsoever, and knocks him out. And we have to it, Mr. Vern was trying to call to Dark King Vern to allow him to use his power, because we all know that Mr. Vern is hiding some kind of strength or power within him, that kind of thing. But that aside, as for Dai, he's fighting Dark King Vern and is actually pressuring him. Although Dai is very concerned about this because there's no way he'd be this weak whatsoever. And the way how Dai is saying it is possibly true. I mean, when I look at Vern right now, it looks like he shouldn't him go down that easily, but he's actually struggling a bit, that kind of thing. But we have to it that Dark King Vern decided to go for a simultaneous attack with his Kaiser Phoenix and Staff of Edessy to hit Dai, Unfortunately for Dark King Vern, however, Dai managed to go inside the Kaiser Phoenix, decide to take the damage, and slice Dark King Vern whatsoever, Which I go oh wow, that was pretty crazy here and there, and I go wow, that was really, really crazy. But that aside, yeah, pretty much Dai decides to take the route of taking damage from the Kaiser Phoenix and to get closer to Dark King Vern and slice him, and do some damage. And we have to it that Mr. Vern, we go back to the scene with Mr. Vern where he's defeated at the staircase, and that Hinkuro actually wants to remove some kind of clothing from Mr. Vern, However, Crocodile realizes something will go bad, and he tells everyone not to remove it and that we should end them right here right now. Because he remembers a conversation with Lon Burke, and Lon Burke does tell Crocodile do not remove his raiment or his clothing that's possibly hiding his true power, because if that situation ever came about, then it would be bad news. In other words, Lon Burke does warn Crocodile, whatever you do, do not remove his raiment or his clothing that's on him, because that will reveal his true power, and that he remembers the words to Mr. Vern saying if we actually fought at full strength whatsoever, this battle will not last as long. So in other words, what Lon Burke and Mr. Vern been fighting each other is not using the full strength at all. And I guess Lon Burke is actually stronger than we know, because the guy he may be a blacksmith or a weapons craftsman, but that doesn't mean he's weak, We've seen that many times over and over again in this series, where he trained Hinkuro and Dai and then so forth, etc. And as the episode continues on, we have to it that that Hinkuro and the others decides to end Mr. Vern right here. But we had to it, Mr. Vern thinks in his mind, yeah, I'm sorry, Dark King Vern, forgive me. And we get to see a scene with back to the scene with Dai and Dark King Vern getting ready to clash once more. But we have to it, Dai decides to use his finishing move, which is the Doru Aura, which is the Kamehameha. Forgive me, I like to say that all the time. I don't know why I like to say that. I mean, it looks like a Kamehameha anyway, but you know what I'm saying. But Dai decides to finish Dark King Vern off with the Doru Aura move, because there is no other better move to do it than to use that one, because using Doru Aura, however, drains a lot of magic power, which is obviously true. I mean, when Baran used it the first time, he could only use it a second time, and it drained a lot of his magic power to a point that he can't use Gigadane, or Kazat in the Dragon Quest games. And we have to it that Dai has a big hypothesis that I don't know how Dark King Vern was able to survive that. But Dai believes that the hypothesis of Dark King Vern's Staff of Edessy is the key to that. So Dai decides to launch his Doru Aura attack at Dark King Vern, and Dark King Vern tells Dai that he's correct. What I use is the Staff of Edidacy to like the blade tip of it to like split down any spell whatsoever, you know. Although like what Dark King Vern made a mistake on is that Dai looked at Leona for help and signaled to tell her, all right, hand me another magic rejuvenation spell, which Leona did. She ends up passing it to Dai. Dai grabs it, recovers his magic power, and launches another Doru Aura, a third one, you know, and blasts Dark King Vern away, but I highly doubt the game is over. Preview next episode is called like, whatchamacallit, the Dark Raiment, I think is what it's called. Let me see here. Yeah, it's called like, the Shadow Raiment instead, you know. So, it looks like to me things are still continuing on with Pop in the group, but it looks like to me it could be major bad news, so we'll have to see. Anyways, this episode right here, the only thing I'm nitpicky about is like, Dai swinging his sword at the beginning when he was fighting Dark King Vern. I thought that was really pale or, boring, lazy, I guess. I'm like, can't they make it a little bit more like, extreme or better, you know, where Dai just swings his sword, grabs the staff, and then kicks Dark King Vern in the face or something. At least do something like that. I understand you gotta follow the manga here and there, but it's hecka like pale. Okay, that's about it, people. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.